And this is that.
I understand
It's like
that posing the question.
man, this is that gray area we're trying to defeat, man. That gray space in the black community between men and women. It's undefeatable so far. And this is crazy. What's good, everybody? Today, man, we're gonna be reacting to another. This is about another DJ Hamp. I mean, this might be risky. Another one of his videos on his channel, man. And we finna see what it's getting like. Oh, we got Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy Sotomayor says the unthinkable to a panel of modern women. We definitely gotta get into it. We definitely got into it. So without further ado, let's get it.
We have another Tommy Sotomayor clip. Let's just jump right into it.
Go, man. Tommy is here.
What are you doing here? I thought I told you to go fuck your mother.
Tommy, what's popping?
Hey, what's good? What's going on?
Not much, man. I appreciate you patiently waiting. You know what I mean?
No problem. I just heard something, and I find it funny that people say that. Like, it's a weird thing to, I didn't know, question a man's manhood. Would be offensive to that man. I learned that on the show, but didn't learn anything else. And to say, and I want everybody in the audience to really take this part in. I thought I just wondered if you were gay because of your hatred for women. So by that logic, the person is saying gay people hate women, when we literally know that's not true. They don't.
Not what I said, and that's
so.
That,
would you
that is the example
because they have a hatred?
That's not what I said. That's not what happened. That's not what I said. What I said was, why do you not be with a man if you hate women? I didn't say
Goddamn.
I didn't say you're gay. I didn't.
You might as well said it. We gonna be with a horse? It's only two genders. Why you might as well be with a man if you hate women? Come on, man.
No, you said that you
him the question
went that way because you said because of his hatred for women.
No,
you
Tommy,
literally said that.
The original. You got to go back to the episode that it happened. I said,
this is some
why
past
don't
drama.
you be with a man if you hate women? That's my question to him. I didn't say, are you gay?
If you hate steak, why would someone say, why don't you eat pork? When there's other things you could do, just simply because you hate this thing doesn't mean you have to do the other.
Right.
I don't know, but I was asking the question. So like I said before, that's
and
how
didn't think it would be offensive at all.
And this is that.
I understand
like
that posing the question.
Man. This is that gray area we're trying to defeat, man. That gray space in the black community between men and women. It's undefeatable so far. And this is crazy. Why do we gotta throw insults? And to think about it, don't you guys see each other every time y'all show up on here? Jeez.
Because I could say,
because he's not gay, he's obviously talking about being with women. He literally is talking about his disappointment in being with women. It's just like if a woman said her disappointment in being with men.
No, he clarified with us that he hates black women, and he clarified why.
Hold on. Listen to what you said. He hates black women, right?
Okay.
Yes, that's what he said.
Are black women the only women on earth? That's a simple question.
No, but we were talking about black women.
If they're not, then he doesn't have to be with a man because he doesn't like black women.
Checkmate.
But it just goes to show you that so many women, including black women, aren't his Indian.
Saying it else was able to women in general. I first posed.
You have Indian, Thailand. You had so many different kinds. Let's just get right back into it.
So again, The
No one on the
clarifier,
panel will say, "It does make sense."
the clarifier was that he hates Black women. When
He
we
hates
first,
them, but that
when
doesn't
we
mean
first
be with a
met,
man.
when I first posed the
Damn, hate
question,
him?
when we first
Why
met
would he hate him?
I asked him because he was talking about women.
Okay, I get why she's triggered. You can't say you hate every single Black woman in the world. If you, that's what she thinks when you say you hate Black women. I think he probably meant to say he hate the Black women he had experiences with. That is more appropriate because to say you hate Black women is just. Now, I mean, you clearly you haven't met everybody in the world to hate somebody. A whole race. I could see even if you met, let's say she met 51% of the Black people, and you probably be obligated to say that, but that's just my opinion. You can say what you want. I ain't saying you can't say anything.
In general. So you have, again, that's why I said you got to go back to the first episode when I asked the question.
I went to the one where y'all just had a conversation in front of everybody that saw.
I know, but everybody else was able to watch the first episode when we first met Misogynist and how he came out talking about women.
I never heard of him.
They love to throw that word out, misogynist. Love to throw it out.
Oh, that's not his name. I thought it was his name.
So, Ro, what about what you guys just talked about? Or are you saying that all the context of the first show is what?
What I'm saying is, again, he came up here and brought up something that I admitted, not to say I didn't say I was right. I didn't say I was perfect. I said I admitted after you explained to me posing that question originally can be interpreted in that way. And he came up to bring that up again.
I don't know, man. The way she took that, it seemed like she was trying to apologize, but it didn't feel like an apology. It felt like a misstep she had took. That's just me, though.
Already said that I made the mistake. So again with the intent.
And I'm not saying she should be like, oh, apologize. Just say, oh man, I apologize if I called you gay. I meant to say. I meant to say, won't you go on with the other racist then? Shit.
If it's your intent to call it out, it's fine. I made a mistake. It is what it is. Again, as I said before, if this platform is not that where we can have a conversation, a dialogue, where we can be honest with each other and say, I made a mistake, then this thing, I ain't gonna be on this panel. I mean, that's just what it is. But if somebody wants to bring it up, and that's another thing that happens is people watch these videos and they're waiting for their chance to come up and attack something where we've already addressed it. So if you want to keep bringing it up over and over in every episode, that's fine. If that's what this is, if this is what podcasting is, I guess.
Ain't been solved. Keep bringing it up till it's solved. What you saying? The problem's not solved. Gotta keep bringing it up. If the machine was broke down at your job, you ain't gonna keep it broke. You gotta fix it until it's fixed.
But that's not, like I said.
Look at Tommy.
I like to move forward in things. I don't like to keep running in circles. But if that's entertainment, then that's just what he's going to keep doing.
See, and then like this is she day, and that had to you. Made it my.
Tommy, I don't have a follow up.
It's just this is just people being disingenuous. You listen to the beginning of it. Everybody who was trying to destroy the show and didn't have anything to bring was always somebody who just didn't agree with them. It was simple. I don't know what people are trying to bring to YouTube. Then when you say other people are doing something and making money off Black women, then the person that's on the panel is saying, hit the Cash App, hit the Cash App. Thank y'all for hitting the Cash App. Let me read these Cash Apps. So it's okay, but not okay. Because Angry Man just plays a character, for this podcast world. So it's okay for him to play a character for the podcast world. It's no issue. Just like the man said earlier, he kind of stole my thunder, but It's impossible for people to sit here and know that they watch and listen to people cuss all the time in the black community. They sit and watch posts. They sit and watch these little comedians online cuss and be very vulgar. But Tommy's vulgar. That's why I didn't get it. And again, I give the example of what my grandmother said.
You must have missed a
There's a
chunk.
man who was looking out of a window riding in a train. It's his first time as a black man. Never been on this train before. He was amazed. He was just looking around. Loved it. Stuck his head out the window and was looking at how stuff was going by really fast. And a white man saw him. It was a racist white man. And the white man said, "Hey, you damn nigger, get your monkey big lip head back inside the window." And the black man was so upset at what he said that he turned around and said, "Who you think you talking to? You don't talk to me like..." He lost his head because they hit a tunnel. If he just pulled his head back in, it didn't matter how it was said. It was if it's true or not. And you know what you never hear someone saying? What he said was factually incorrect. It's wrong.
I get what he's saying. I feel like I guess this is an all-girl panel besides them two. It's more towards the women towards the panel. I feel like you wouldn't have to explain this much to a logical guy. But like, what the? I get it, nigga. I get it.
So if you're talking to someone, imagine talking to the main group of people, and let's be real, black women who talk to their kids, who they actually had, like they ain't shit. Sit your black ass down. Sit your nappy head ass down. Sit your fat ass down. They talk to their own children like this. But some strange guy on the internet says something and, "Oh, I would have got it if he hadn't said cuss words."
Tommy's right. He's absolutely right. It's if you, but then you can't be the victim.
Hit that motherfucking cash out, nigga. So it's okay for those things to jump up and holler with cuss words in them. Yeah, that's fine. I bet if somebody said, "You fine in a motherfucker,"
I just said hit that cash app.
I would have believed that. I would have heard what you said had you not said motherfucker. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Never happened. We're being disingenuous at our age.
We are
sitting around pretending that somehow a word affected us, when let's be real about black folks. We are the most crass people on earth. There is no one that sit around talking about dick, pussy, and ass more than we do.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt you. Okay, so what I will say is this: I said you're vulgar and you're crude, and I said those words earlier. So I know you were watching earlier. I said that, and the stories that you were giving when you first came up and Ham replayed that clip from last week, it really wasn't hitting home as and or being relevant to the conversation about why we aren't approached, because you were also talking about how going like this about black women giving you head and the white Instacart lady isn't giving you booty when she comes because she's not impressed by your home. You were very crude and it was very disparaging, and honestly it wasn't relevant. And so
it actually was.
I also asked you a question. You have a question for us.
It was relevant. If you're talking to the person that you're saying it wasn't relevant.
I'm just addressing. I'm trying to address everything you said. And then the other part you said, how we were so offended by you cussing as people. We black people cuss. Well, not every black person cuss. We're not a monolith, and that's part of the problem. But when I asked you, do you have a question for us? You decided to be again vulgar and crude, and said if you pulled.
As black people, is Tommy right? Or is Gentle Love right? We do know there are black people that are like, but I would think Tommy, all black people cuss. Like vulgarly. Like vulgar. Whether it's in private or, I mean, I don't know about that.
About your dick, blah 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 blah. When I never was crude, I did.
No,
I did.
you didn't ask me. Now you said
no. I did.
Are you going to ask us?
Over you. I said, you have a question for us. And when I said you have a question for us,
just say that. You said, "Am I going to ask you have a question for us, or are you just going to sit up here and go on a diatribe?
Are you going to just do a or are you just going to talk?" And I said that because you were talking for a very long time, and I did not disrespect you. I didn't call out your name, and then you were crude to get involved and said, if I pulled my dick down and started pissing, and so again, you met somehow me with you again.
You a grown woman that can't hear.
You ain't got to talk to me like that. Like I said earlier, when Ham asked me who hurt you, don't disrespect because I ain't talk to you like that.
You're a grown woman and can't hear cuss words.
I'm a very much a grown woman. I'm 4 times grown, over and over, 4 times.
I know. So I wanted to make sure that's what you're saying.
Don't talk to me disrespectfully, and that's what anybody
comes to my ma'am. If that's what you say, I agree. And I felt, since we're talking about disrespect, because ladies and gentlemen, what is disrespect? It's what the person who's hearing it or seeing it feels it is, right? So I felt it was very disrespectful when I was talking and everybody else was laughing and the people in the comment section got it. No one was offended. That someone then tells me that I should be doing something that I wasn't brought up here to do, nor was that the question up there that I was supposed to be asking y'all any question. So I felt that was disrespectful right off the top, but you didn't.
You really don't. Honestly, I think you're being disingenuous. You did not feel disrespectful for me asking you a question. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world. You, Tommy Sotomayor, was offended. I said, you have a question for me? I didn't say, yo, black dust ass have a question for me. I didn't say, yo, black milk dust have a question for me.
What happened? And she said I was being disingenuous. Literally, most people would have heard that and said, he's telling the truth. Disrespect is different to different people, and it is. Your mama wouldn't let you cut them off and say nothing like that. She'd say you were disrespecting her. What would you say? No, you wouldn't. And if your kid did you right now, you think they were disrespecting you?
Let's be logical, sir.
Same exact thing.
Let's be logical.
Am I not being logical?
You're not. You're not, because you're talking about some.
Tell me what part I'm not being logical about. Go ahead.
I was trying. I just don't want to talk. I don't want to keep on talking because it's making my throat hurt. So what I'm saying to you is, you bringing up different hierarchies of people. Of course, if my mother said don't talk, I went sit there and say I'm not being disrespectful to you. I'm talking to you, a grown man. When I asked you, do you have a question for us or not? Or we're gonna just talk the entire time. You did not feel disrespected by that, sir. You were talking for a long time. And
you're trying to rush us.
You watched this podcast before. We just watched it. You've watched this podcast before. You know when the panelists come up here, it's questions, comment, or smoke. You do know that.
Yes, them that.
But you didn't know.
Did you ask me a question, comment, or smoke?
You can't sit there and just comment the entire time. I asked you a question for us, and that's it.
Yeah.
And if you ask me question, comment, or smoke, if I say I have a comment, does that mean it's a question?
Again, you watch the show and you know that we got to be concise up here.
Guys, she knocked down her own point. Question, comment, or smoke, which meant I would have been allowed to go on my diatribe and not have to ask the question.
But how long are you going to go on a diatribe was the point?
Oh my God. See, now she's going to go with Link.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. The part of this that you know, since you watched this show before.
Tell me how long I could go.
Yes.
Did you tell me how long I could go? Did you tell me I could only
go? I did not tell you how long you had to go. I did not.
How long was it? That's what I want to know now.
This is a prime example of
a
woman moving the goal. Too long to move the
goal. If you're going to engage us on the panel, because you came up here for that.
That's not what you asked.
I didn't ask you to engage the panel or not. I didn't ask that.
If you said, which is why I gave the analogy. If the person is pissing, why would you ask them if they're going to piss? They're literally standing there pissing.
That's not what
you asked me if I'm going to do what I was currently doing.
They flirting.
I was doing what I wanted to do, what I was told I could do.
I'm sorry, I laughed at the chat. I mean, at the comment. But nevertheless, I
You
got
were told you could give a knock-knock joke. Why the hell would I say, are you going to talk about black kids or what?
Okay.
You were told you could make a knock-knock joke.
Oh, that's what she
did.
did. She
I'm trying to
interrupted
engage
him
with you, and I really don't want to scream.
tried
I
to
don't want to
rush him
scream
by
match. I
saying
really
that.
don't. I really want to have a conversation. So can we just? I'm going to bring my.
I thought she was asking a question to him.
Can you please bring yours down?
This is long-winded.
I asked you, are you going to engage with the panelists? Engage with the panel. I did say that. And the reason why I was saying that, because I kind of wanted you to stop being so crude and vulgar, but I did ask if you're going to engage with the panel. I did say that. And we watched it again tonight, in which I did ask that. And you decided to continue your crudeness. And then you sat there and called and said, you hoes! And you started hurling insults. So, sir, you dismissed your entire argument because you sat there and started calling us names and saying, you hoes. How was that beneficial in edifying to the conversation by saying they're calling us out our names?
It says
So
on the bottom,
I'm just addressing all of what you were talking about, how we're so offended because you're very comedic. I get it. You have great comedic timing. But let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about it for real. You came up here.
What the panel's about. Okay.
On your comedic steez, first time on stage, and you became disrespectful with it.
I'm done talking about it.
Why does it matter? Again, these are adults, and I'm telling y'all, just listen. I would love to tell you how you should present stuff, but what is one of their favorite phrases? I said what I said. So they don't care how you took it.
Tommy is absolute with you feeling secondary.
I said, who will tell you if you don't like it, leave? Who will tell you just how I talk? And then love to tell you right after that, oh, I would have gotten that was a stop sign had it not said fucking stop sign.
Have you ever heard know your audience, Tommy? I'm asking you, have you ever heard that before? Know your audience? Have you ever heard that before? Know your audience?
Well, have you ever heard no?
I mean, I'm asking you a question. Have you heard
the audience? The majority of the audience found, ma'am. Yes, the majority of the audience found me entertaining. I knew my audience. I sure did. You can go back and watch. You can go back and watch it.
You saw Angry Man. He wasn't just. I don't watch comments.
If it wasn't good, ma'am, they wouldn't have clipped it and put it out all over the place. It's been on several different platforms. If I wasn't doing a good job, the damn show wouldn't have been clipped like that.
Well, no, you do, and at least again, you have your.
You told me. You asked me, did I know your audience? And again, y'all, she never acknowledges one thing. Right there, she could have said, "Well, got a point." The audience was the people. You came up here and they liked it.
But where are your audience too, sir?
More didn't.
You're part of your audience as well. Black women is a part of your audience.
She's saying, since I listened to you, you shouldn't be talking like that. Okay, I get it. This is what all the arguments about. It's this, oh my God. I'm leaving it at that, bro. It's too much. It's too much. I think what Tommy does, I don't want to say wrong, but just going and going and going and going. I know he's trying to get it through their head. It's got to be maybe another way. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they got beef. I don't know. He said it was his first time up through the panel, but hey, let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.